process.
Hello, hello, vitamin C. Mommy mo fi jọ my melanin cream. Fine girl, no pimple. Classy and simple. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many times I didn't miss you. Gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I do back. Why don't kill me, make me stronger? But this one week me make a no lie.
Rage process.
Hello, vitamin C. Mommy mo fi jọ my melanin cream. Fine girl, no pimple. Classy and simple. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many times I didn't miss you. Gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I do back. Why don't kill me, make me stronger? But this one week me make a no lie.
Rage process.
Hello, vitamin C. Mommy mo fi jọ my melanin cream. Fine girl, no pimple. Classy and simple. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many times I didn't miss you. Gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I do back. Why don't kill me, make me stronger? But this one week me make a no lie.
Rage process.
Hello, vitamin C. Mommy mo fi jọ my melanin cream. Fine girl, no pimple. Classy and simple. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many times I didn't miss you. Gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I do back. Why don't kill me, make me stronger? But this one week me make a no lie.
Rage process.
Hello, vitamin C. Mommy mo fi jọ my melanin cream. Fine girl, no pimple. Classy and simple. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many times I didn't miss you. Gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I do back. Why don't kill me, make me stronger? But this one week me make a no lie.
Initiating RAID process.
Hello, hello, vitamin C. Mommy mo fi jọ my melanin cream. Fine girl no pimple, classy and simple. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many times I did miss you, gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I do back. Why don't kill me, make me stronger? But this 1 week me make a no lie.
Initiating RAID process.
Hello, hello, vitamin C. Mommy mo fi jọ my melanin cream. Fine girl no pimple, classy and simple. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many times I did miss you, gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I do back. Why don't kill me, make me stronger? But this 1 week me make a no lie.
Initiating RAID process.
Hello, hello, vitamin C. Mommy mo fi jọ my melanin cream. Fine girl no pimple, classy and simple. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many times I did miss you, gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I do back. Why don't kill me, make me stronger? But this 1 week me make a no lie.
Initiating RAID process.
Hello, hello, vitamin C. Mommy mo fi jọ my melanin cream. Fine girl no pimple, classy and simple. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many times I did miss you, gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I do back. Why don't kill me, make me stronger? But this 1 week me make a no lie.
Initiating RAID process.
Hello, hello, vitamin C. Mommy mo fi jọ my melanin cream. Fine girl no pimple, classy and simple. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many times I did miss you, gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I do back. Why don't kill me, make me stronger? But this 1 week me make a no lie.
no.
Initiating rage process.
Hello, hello, vitamin C. Mommy, mo fi jọ my melanin cream. Fine girl, no pimple. Classy and simple. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many, many times I didn't miss you. Gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I do back. Why don't kill me, make me stronger? But this one week me make a no lie.
Initiating rage process.
Hello, hello, vitamin C. Mommy, mo fi jọ my melanin cream. Fine girl, no pimple. Classy and simple. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many, many times I didn't miss you. Gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I do back. Why don't kill me, make me stronger? But this one week me make a no lie.
Initiating rage process.
Hello, hello, vitamin C. Mommy, mo fi jọ my melanin cream. Fine girl, no pimple. Classy and simple. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many, many times I didn't miss you. Gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I do back. Why don't kill me, make me stronger? But this one week me make a no lie.
Initiating rage process.
Hello, hello, vitamin C. Mommy, mo fi jọ my melanin cream. Fine girl, no pimple. Classy and simple. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many, many times I didn't miss you. Gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I do back. Why don't kill me, make me stronger? But this one week me make a no lie.
Okay, Harrison is live. We'll be doing live soon. All right. Good evening. I don't know if you can see me. Just can you confirm in the comment section you can see me? If you can hear me, can you confirm you can hear me? All right. Welcome to today's class. Welcome to today's session. I don't know. Okay, thank you. So at least I can get a confirmation. Sorry for starting late. So today is going to be a continuation of what we had yesterday night. I don't know if we have anybody that is joining us here that was not part of the class yesterday night. If you're joining today and you were not part of the class yesterday night, let me just know in the comment section. Indicate if you're joining today for the first time, just tell us you're joining for the first time in the comment section. Just indicate by saying I'm joining for the first time. How many persons do we have joining us for the first time? Chukwemeka Owa, thank you. Noel, yes, good. You can see me. That's good. But I want to know those joining us for the first time. If you're not in yesterday's class, the night session or the evening session. Okay, Adapre is joining for the first time. Okay, Emmanuel Chijoke for the first time. Amazing for the first time. Precious. I think we have a lot of persons joining for the first time, but not to worry. The video for the previous classes we made available to you if you're joining for the first time, so you can always catch up with what had been said. Okay, good. We have a lot of first timers here. You're not too late. You're not too late. You're still going to join us. A lot of first timers. Okay, that's all right. Okay, I see you are first timers. It's not too late for you. So, but it's okay. We're going to have today's class, and then as I said, the YouTube link will be shared to you in the WhatsApp platform, so you can join. Thank you very much. So I hope you had a nice day. I hope work, school, or business was good today. Thank you very much for sparing your time. We're going to spend 2 hours on this call, and it's going to be an exciting 2 hours for you to learn. 2025 SM First Boot Camp is a digital and social media boot camp. If you're joining us for the first time, we actually started yesterday learning AI. Yesterday night, the night session, we had Esther join us on this call, on this live session, and in this class to talk to us about understanding digital marketing and social media strategy. This was what we talked about yesterday night for those that are joining us for the first time. Esther is also going to be on this call again to have a continuation of the class we had yesterday. So as I said, this is SM First 2025 Social Media and Digital Bootcamp. SM First is an event that holds every year starting from last year in Oka, Anambra State. This is a gathering of young, old individuals who come together to network and increase their knowledge. So SM First puts together interesting people. We bring in speakers all across the Southeast, all across Nigeria to talk to you and give you value. Now, this year, we actually started with our bootcamp part of currently, and this bootcamp is going to run through till for 1 week. After the bootcamp ends, we're having our next event, which is called the Founders Mixer. Now, the Founders Mixer is also an event where we have speakers, executive, top level and CEOs and investors in one space, where you also get to network, an opportunity where if you're attending, you get to meet these people, grow your network. This could be your next partner, this could be your next business partner, could be your next employee. So this is what Founders Mixer is about. You meet these people, you increase your network, and you get to grow with them. Now, also, it's going to be an event. That is going to be an event that contains a whole lot. There'll be a whole lot of networking section. There's going to be speakers to talk to you on that day, and there's a whole lot of food to eat and drink on that day. So don't be worried. This is an executive event. We'll have people coming from across the southeastern part of Nigeria, and you have a lot to gain from that. Now, the access fee for the founders mixer is 30,000 naira. If you're interested, you rush down to the social media platform, you see the link and how you can pay for this and get verified. After the founders mixer, next day is SM Fest proper. This event actually contains as much as 1,000 persons attending from all across the southeast and not just Oka and Anambra states. So we have a lot of people coming on the SM Fest day proper, which is 5th of July. And we're also expecting you after the bootcamp to also be there to share this experience with us. It's one you would not want to forget. So what I want you to do right now is get on this page, this live session, subscribe to our page, share this link with your friends, and let them join this. It's totally free. You have a lot to gain. If you attended yesterday from when our speaker Zikora talked to us about AI, and our second speaker Esther talked to us about social media and digital marketing, it was awesome. Today is going to be another exciting one. So sit down, get your pen ready, get your questions ready. When our speaker finished delivering her message, it will now be up to you to ask your questions. Yesterday question and answer session was very, very engaging. Again, if you were not here, you missed, but you still have an opportunity to be part of it. So get ready. When we're going to introduce our speaker soon, and she's going to join us on this call. But there again, let me see. I just need to ask the question to know how active my followers is or our participants is. How was your day in 1 minute? How did your day go? How did your morning to your evening go? How was work today? Just give me one sentence. Let me understand you today. Let me get the vibe. Let me get the feeling from you. How did your day go? Can somebody respond in the comment section? Let me see. Let me get the feeling of how things went for you today. Amazing. Yes. Let me get the feeling. Drop it in the comment section and let me see how your day was like. All right, I'm waiting for your replies. Let me get the feel of. Okay. Good, fine. Yes, okay. My day was splendid. Great. Radiant said your day was great. That's very good. Emmanuel had a splendid day. Dima, you were here yesterday. I think multitasked. My dear, that's how it is sometimes. Everywhere Marama. Oh, promise. Everywhere Marama. That's good. I like that. Oh, somebody said it was stressful. Oh, what a day. What a day. Stressful but good. Yes. On the bright side, that was good. That's good. Elijah, that's good on the bright side. Yes. Yes, that was good. It's okay. It's good to have you on this call. Okay, thank you very much. So I like the spirit. I like hectic day. It's okay. So now you're going to be relaxed, and I'm going to call in our speaker. So you listen to Esther and hear Esther speak. But before that, for those of us that were not here yesterday, I'm just going to give you a brief bio of who our speaker is for our first timer. So the person we're expecting today is the person of Ndife Esther, who is a digital transformation strategist and an AI educator. She has a strong record of helping professionals unlock the power of artificial intelligence in their work. Now, Esther told us yesterday she writes for the governor of Anambra State. So this is somebody we should all listen to. She currently serves as Anambra State ICT where she leads initiatives that train journalists, civil servants, and civil society organizations on how to use AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Microsoft Copilot to boost productivity, enhance storytelling, and drive the digital governance. Ladies and gentlemen, I would want you to welcome Esther Ndife as she comes to present our lesson. Thank you very much.
Hello,
Esther,
everybody.
hello, Esther, are you
Hi,
with me?
guys. Yes, I am with you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear me, let me know. Moderator, please put up my slide so that we can get started. Okay. So I brought you guys today. We're going to be filming from. Can you see that? We're currently in the government house. We are currently in the government house, and that is where we're going to be filming from today. How are we doing? Are we excited? Can we hear me? All right. So if you're excited, let me know. Let me see the ginger because we're here in the government house and we're going to be learning today about online analytics and branding. So you said my face has changed. Ah, we're going to, so let me know that you guys are hearing me. You're excited. We're going to have an amazing time. Yes, exactly. All right. All right, so let's get started. So, first of all, just in the comment section from yesterday, can someone give me a recap of some of the things that we learned about like building your brand, content creation with AI, just some of the things that we learned, how to get people's attention, stuff like that. You want to come and join me in Government House? You're very welcome. You need ID cards to pass through though. So, someone should just give me a quick recap in the comment section so that we can get started. Why is everybody saying fab? Why is fab the best thing everybody learns? Oh my gosh. I love fast and fab. I love that for you guys. I love that. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we're still together. We're still together. So now let's dive deeper into what we learned. So last night we were talking about content creation. We're talking about how we can use different tactics to get people's attention, right? So this time around, we're going to be focusing on how we can build our personal brand. So there was a question someone was asking about building a personal brand, right? And I was sharing that I'm going to teach you guys today on how you're going to build your personal brand. Every single person has a personal brand. Everybody has one. The more you do something, the more it becomes part of your brand. So now I'm going to teach you how to do the right things, how to work with the right people, and build a very amazing brand. If we're excited, let's just drop it in the comment section, okay? Yes, so let's get started. So the very first thing we're going to do, what is tracking performance, right? So immediately we're going to start with, remember, we're doing online analytics first, right? So we're not going to dive into personal branding. We're going to do online analytics, then we're going to do personal branding and the rest as we go. So the very first thing, first question is about your, of course, tracking your performance. Can we hear me? Can we hear me? Okay, so tracking your performance. So, what is tracking your performance? Yesterday, we talked about how a post can perform. You can do well. You should do A/B testing, know which one is going to work well for you, which one is not working well. Let your audience always tell you what's working, right? Today, I'm going to teach you how to track and know exactly what is working. So, tracking your performance basically, it's tracking and measuring what is working versus what is not with your content. So not any other person's content, not the ideas that you have in your head, the content that you've already put out, the content that you've already created. When you check what is working, the algorithm will tell you which post performed well, which one did not perform well. That's how you know you're tracking well. So let's get into tracking. Where do you look if you want to track your content, right? The very first one, Instagram. Go to your dashboard and look at your Instagram content insights. Once you look at that, you see your post, go to your post, you start to see impressions, highest number of stuff. So when you go to these things like your Instagram, you start to see which posts did very well, which ones did not do very well. That is the whole goal of tracking your insights, right? So when you go to content insights, the meaning of insights is like basically insights inside of something to give you insights into something. So you can now start to see which one is working and which one is not working. On Instagram, you see it in your dashboard, right? All the other platforms, they are mostly different, right? But for Instagram, you see it in your dashboard. For Facebook, you see it in your professional dashboard. That is what it's called on Facebook. So you see this icon, this is where you should be looking for. Can you guys see that? The place where the arrow is pointing, you should be looking at professional dashboard. Now, when you're done looking at that, you look at your page overview. Now, your page overview is what's going to tell you that, oh, okay, this is what my page is doing, like so and so views, so and so reach, so and so content interactions, all of those things. So I'm using just a dummy post, like dummy account to show you all these things. On TikTok, you can go to your TikTok and see your video. How well did it do? This particular video did 10K views, total watch time is 76 hours, like average, like all of these things you see it. But TikTok's own is called analytics. Remember that on Facebook, it's called professional dashboard. On Instagram, it's called dashboard. But on TikTok, it's called your analytics. So be noting that down, especially if you're somebody who wants to take content creation seriously and you want to grow. You need to know where to find the tools that would help you grow. Okay, are we together? If we're together, let me know that you're learning something, right? And I hope this is not too fast for you, because today my goal is not to make you feel something. My goal is to teach you and ensure that you learn it accurately so that you can replicate it for yourself. Okay? So on YouTube, where are you going to find it? First of all, you see view your channel. When you see view your channel, you go into analytics. So YouTube's own is analytics. It's called analytics. When you go into your analytics, it's just like TikTok. You see all the insights. Your channel got 7 views in the last 28 days. It did this, it did that. You start to see, depending on how you post, right? Your content. So on LinkedIn, you're going to go to post impressions. LinkedIn doesn't have this kind of feel that TikTok, Instagram, Facebook has. LinkedIn's own is quite different. On LinkedIn, you have the ability to see the number of people that have followed you, and you can then see that's the people that have viewing your page. From there, you can see the followers that you have, and then you can go to post impressions. So when you go to post impressions, that's where you see analytics, and you can now start to see your content performance. Okay, so LinkedIn's own is not really like other platforms. You have to go to your post impressions, then go to your analytics. But other platforms, you have analytics or professional dashboard, you can go in immediately. But LinkedIn, you have to go somewhere, and then from that place, go to the next one. So that is how you find it. I'll send my slides to you guys so you can always find it. Now, the key things to check whenever you're doing your analytics, these are the key things that you have to check. Number one, you have to check how many people saw your post. It's called reach, right? How many times was it shown to people? That is impression. So let me give you an explanation of this now, of all of this. I'm still going to go in details. The difference between reach, how many people saw your post. Imagine you are in a class, right? You know what? I'm going to give it in the next one so that you guys would see in details all the different things that you can check in what's working in your post. So another thing to look for is, did they engage? So when they see your post, do they engage, right? The next one is, did they click any link? If you added any link, did they click it? So imagine you're selling handbags and you added a link and nobody's clicking. They'll look at your post and just walk away, right? That's not a good thing. You want to make sure that people not only see your stuff, they see it and they engage, right? So the last one is, did it lead to a conversion? Conversion is them buying something. It's not just them clicking the link and then going off. They need to also click the link and buy something. If you have a website, you want people to click your link and buy something. So that is the idea behind all of this. Now, the next thing I want us to look at is understanding key social media metrics. Now, this is where I'm going to explain every single thing in detail. Before I enter here, are we together? If we're together, just let me know. Yes, if we're together, just give me comments of what you've learned so far, the differences where you've seen that you can go and find difference between LinkedIn. Okay, I see your comments. The difference between where you can find on LinkedIn. Okay, so where can you find on, if you want to know how your post is doing on Instagram, what is it called? If you guys don't tell me, I won't say anything. No, I'll go and follow my governor and sit down. You people should tell me. So if you want to find it on Instagram, where do you go to? He said, I am fast. Are you sure I'm fast or your network is slow? Facebook professional dashboards. That is amazing. Yes, insights. I'm seeing that. Good job. Good job, guys. Good job. So content, yes, exactly. So now we're going to go into what each of these analytics mean. So the very first one, let's do reach. Imagine you are in university and you come into the class and people look up. Everybody in the class just looks up and they see you, right? So you just walk into the room and they look up and they say, let's say your name is, we used Leah last time. Let's pick a name from somebody here. So let's say your name is Precious, right? Or Success. You walk into the class and somebody says, Success came today. I saw her. That is reach. You reached one person, they saw you, right? That is how many people saw you. Now, let's say 5 people in total saw you. That is 5 unique reach. So your reach is the individual unique people that saw you. Now, if somebody sees you the first time, let's say you walked into the class, they see, oh, I see Precious. Yeah, 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 Precious is upstairs. Ah, is it not Precious that is there? I'm looking at her now. That's one person that has said they've seen you, right? Now, if you go downstairs and coincidentally that same person goes downstairs again and sees you, it will count as two impressions because the first time they saw you is one impression. The next time they saw you is another impression. Now, let's say you're going home, right? You finished your class and you're going home. The next thing you see that, this person is the same boss as you. That is another unique impression. So now it is the same person three times. So when you're looking at your impression versus reach is an individual person that saw you, one unique person that saw you. So I reached out to one person. Now this one person saw me multiple times. That multiple times that they saw you is impressions. Okay. So if you're understanding that and anybody asks you, oh, what how do I so if someone is asking you, oh, my post got like 1,000 impressions, what does that mean? It means that maybe the first time they were scrolling, they opened LinkedIn, they saw your post, they were scrolling, it came up on their feed again. And maybe they were doing something, they clicked your comment section, they went to another post, and when they're leaving, they saw your that same post again. That's the same person, 3% like impressions. So impressions, most times you see like you can have a post that has like a lot of impressions, but you see that it has like low likes. It doesn't mean that the person is buying like visibility. It just means that people are seeing it a lot. So maybe someone saw it, shared it to their friend, or they saw it and like they're like, this post, what is this person talking about? They scroll, they come back again, or maybe Instagram is recommending you consistently. So if you notice that your impressions are high, it actually means that you have visibility. So if people imagine that person you're seeing everywhere, every single time you're seeing that person. If you go downstairs, you see that person. You go upstairs, you see that person. You're like, are you everywhere? That is impressions. So if you have high impressions or you want to have a lot of visibility, one of the ways that you're going to track visibility is that your impressions will be high. It means that many people are seeing you. Now, when you want to track conversions, it's going to be your reach. How many individual people saw me so that these individual people can buy from me or buy whatever it is that I'm selling, right? So engagement. Engagement is now when they do something. Imagine that you walk into the class, Tochi sees you, Sandra sees you, Obi sees you, Ada sees you, right? But only Obi walked up to you and said hello. That's engagement. Obi is the only one that engaged with you out of all the people that saw you. So, despite the impressions and the reach you got, right? Remember, reach is an individual, unique person. Impression is how many times those people saw you, right? Now, engagement is now when Obi or Ada walks up to you and does something. So, let's say Obi or Ada, let's say Obi now. Obi walks up to you and says, "Hi, Precious, I've not seen you in a long time," hugs you. That is one action he has engaged in. Shakes your hand. That is another action he has engaged in. Taps you on your forehead and says, your forehead is growing. That is another action he has engaged in. So all of these things are engagements, right? When somebody sees your post and does something on your post, it is now engagement. If somebody sees your post and clicks on the picture, it's an engagement. On Facebook, you see it. It will tell you like the amount of engagements. On LinkedIn, I think LinkedIn, you'd also see it as well. It will tell you number of engagements. If you're using a social media tool like Zoho will tell you how many times people clicked on your picture, right? If somebody comments on your post, that is an engagement. If somebody likes, that is an engagement. If they save it, it's an engagement. If they share it, it's an engagement. Remember last night we were talking about targeting. And we're saying that you have to have a reason for why you are getting people to do things. You have to have a reason why you are telling somebody to do something. So imagine you create content now and you're telling them you're trying to sell your handbags, right? And you finish posting about the handbag available in 50 colors. That's all. You didn't tell them how to buy. You didn't tell them to reach out via Instagram. You didn't tell them to DM you to buy the bag. You didn't tell them any websites where they can buy the bag. People are going to be like, the colors are fine. No. Next thing you start seeing, if the person really wants the bag, they'll put under, how can I buy this bag? How can I buy this bag? If they don't want the bag, they'll scroll, man, because you didn't tell them to do anything. So you should always have a reason why you're telling people to do things, right? That is the reason you're creating your content. And at the end of the day, you now put it in the post. That is your CTA. Now your CTA, that is your call to action. You guys repeat after me. CTA is what? Call to action. Write it in the comment section. Let me know that you guys are following me. CTA is what? Call to action. Now, when you get to your call to action is now what's going to tell people that, hey, this is what I want you to do. So when you're done reading it, when you're done reading that post, right, you now say that, okay, she wants us to buy this bag, DM. Ma, how can I buy this bag? If you don't call them ma, hello, how can I buy this bag? But if you don't have any single call to action, the person doesn't know what action to take. So now, if your action is you want people to like your post, your call to action there is going to be, if you want people to engage, but the engagement you want is them to like your post, put it there, like and comment for more, like and share for more. Now let me test something out. I need you guys to listen to me very carefully. So I have 5 things in my hand, right? These are 5 fingers. Now, each of these 5 fingers are going to represent something. And I need you guys to remember each of the 5 things that I said: orange, apple, ball, basket, pen. Out of all these things I said very quickly, one might stand out to you. Orange is orange in color. Out of all these things. So you guys should repeat what I told you online. What are the 5 things I told you to hold? The normal human being who has been consuming content every single day of their life, they're not going to remember all these 5 things. They're most likely going to remember the first one, orange, or they're going to remember basket, or they're going to remember ball. They're going to pick one. So if you add all the call to actions, like, comment, share, save, they're not going to do any one. Someone said, okay, you see, if you notice, it's like most people are saying four. Most people are saying four. Someone is saying orange. What happened to pen? What happened to apple? What happened to ball? What happened to baskets? GC. So it's only one that you're picking or the one that you remember. That is how people's minds work. It's because I said, listen to me. That's why you remembered all of that. Imagine I just said orange, apple, ball, basket, pen. And all of a sudden you're like, okay, what's going on? She's too fast. That is how people would feel online. If you tell them like, follow, share, engage, all these things, they'll just say, I beg, it's too much. They'll get tired. So just pick one, focus on one call to action. What do you want them to do? If someone is reading this post, at the end of the day, what do I want this person to do? I want them to like my post. That is a priority to me, liking the post. So I'm going to go ahead and tell them, like this post. For more, follow me. That is it. It will make it easier for them so that they don't have mental fatigue. If you fatigue your followers, they feel like, this person is chasing too much. This one video you showed me now, like, comment, share. Is it challenge? Like, what is it? They wouldn't do anything. So always keep in mind that your engagement should follow your CTA. Your CTA should follow your intention for why you're making that thing, the end goal. That is the idea behind it. Now let's look at engagement rates. Are we still together, guys? If you're together, yes. If you guys are together with me, just let me know. All right, I'm seeing your comments. Yes. Okay. So now engagement rate, that is the percentage of people who interacted after seeing it. So let's say you come to a class, right? And it's a class of 20 people. And out of all those class of 20 people, only 3 people talk to you. Your engagement rate is 3% or like whatever it is, right? So let's just use a number that is, guys, give me a moment. All right, guys, sorry, I'm back. I am back now. Okay. So let's say that you're in the class now, and out of the class, let's say 10 people, right, are in the class, and out of that class, only 3 people walk up to you and they say hi, right? Those 3 people that spoke to you, they're your engagement rates. So if you want to see the percentage of people that engage with you, you do 3/10 times 100. If we did maths in school, guys, we've entered maths. The SM Fest is so amazing. We've entered maths now. We've entered calculation. So you go into how many people engaged on my post versus how many people that saw the post. How many unique individuals that saw the post. So your reach now would now let you know. When you divide your reach by the total number of like impressions that you get, you're going to get how many people that saw the post. So the idea behind this is to know if you see that your post is doing 10% engagement rate, it means that out of 100 people, only 10 people are engaging with it. Something is not converting, something is not right. So engagement rate is important, but you learn about engagement rate when you start doing ads. Once you start running ads, you likely know more about your engagement rate and to become more important to you. But if you're not somebody that is running ads, most likely what's going to be important for you is the engagement itself, not exactly the rates. Do you get? So if you have a video that goes viral, let's say 1 million people view it, and you have 50 likes, out of 1 million views, only 50 people liked it. Something is wrong with the video. Something is really wrong with the video. The engagement rate is too low. So that is how you know your engagement rate. Now, saves. This is how valuable your content is. So imagine that somebody like you walk into the class and you're wearing this very very fine gown, right? Let's say it's Precious, and you're wearing this very fine gown, and somebody walks up to you, let's say Cynthia says, ah, your gown is so fine. Wow. So Cynthia has seen you. First of all, you've reached out to her by entering the class, and she has seen you. Now she has started to engage. She comes up to you and say, your gown is so fine. Ah, really? It's so fine. Where did you get it? Now she has commented, right? Aside from liking the gown that is so fine, she has commented on how fine it is. Where did you get it? Now, Cynthia says, I want this gown. She takes a picture of it. And then she goes and she says, ah, this gown is so fine. I really want to get this gown for myself. She takes a picture of it, takes the number of the person you got the gown for, goes to the place and gets the gown for herself. What is that? She has saved it. So she liked it so much that she saved it and she went and got it for herself. Now, let's say Cynthia liked this thing so much that she saved it, got it for herself, and shared it to her friend and said, ah, see this fine gown. You have to get it. No, you can't live without this gown. This gown is too good. You can't live without this. Cynthia shares it to her friend. Automatically, now that is a share. So it's no longer just your save alone. It's not like the fact that Cynthia took the number of the person, took a picture of you wearing the clothes, talked to you, told you that she liked it, right? Saw you wearing the clothes. All these things have happened, but Cynthia went ahead to share it to somebody else. So that is it. Now, when you see that Cynthia has shared it to somebody else, now that is shared. It tells you how much it resonated emotionally. Remember yesterday we did an emotional test, right? I was very, very fast. I condensed everything. You guys are like, ah, she's so fast, she's so fast. You guys felt something. I taught you about past, how to agitate somebody if there's a problem. If there's a problem, agitate it immediately and then offer the solution, right? Now that you've done all those things, how you know that it resonated with people emotionally is that they share it. You know that video you've seen online that you're like, this person's brain is not okay. No. I need to show my friend this thing. Or you see somebody and you say that, this person said is so correct. This my friend that is doing this thing, she needs to hear this video. Or you say, my sister is like this, I need to send it to her. That's how much it resonated emotionally that you thought of somebody else and said, I'm going to share it to them. So now, let's say that you've seen all these things in somebody's page, right? Or Cynthia now. Let's say this this Cynthia girl has suffered. So Cynthia, right? So Cynthia that likes the clothes now. Let's say Cynthia, she likes this your clothes that you wore. She has taken the picture, she has gotten the clothes and everything. She's like, no, this your clothes is too fine. I need to know more about you. Can I come and see your other clothes that you have? You know what? I want to follow you to your house, come and see your clothes. That is somebody that is really, really interested. In fact, if there's anybody that is your biggest fan, is now this Cynthia girl, right? She'll follow you to your house and say, no, show me all your other clothes. No, this is too good. This is too good. That is clicks. So imagine that someone is done seeing one of your content and they go to your page to know. As someone is asking the full meaning of past, we're going to talk about that later, even though we talked about it in the last class. Someone should answer her in the comment or him in the comment. I think it's a guy. Someone should answer him in the comment. So if Cynthia follows you to your house and she says, this your clothes is too fine. I need to see these clothes more. I need to see more of your clothes. Like, let me see, you have really good taste. It's the same thing. Someone sees your content once and they go to your page and say, I want to see more of this content. I really want to know what it's about. Like, I really want to know, like, what other content they do. Like, this kind of person, I really love what they did. Like, I like this food. I want to know other kind of foods that she cooks. That is clicks. So if it's like someone like maybe you sell stuff and you have a website, right? Now, this is not for someone with a personal brand. Let's say you sell something and you have your own website. All of a sudden someone sees your content and they're like, oh no, I really like this handbag. I wonder what that handbag she has. They go to your social media, they see that you have handbags, but you sell other things on your website. They go to the website, they now see other things, they now start to order. Someone will come on your website because they wanted cup. All of a sudden they're leaving with basket, they're leaving with pen, they're leaving with ball. That is exactly how it works. But if your content was not engaging in the first place, all these things would not have happened. So now you see the roles that each of these individual things play: your reach, your impression, your engagement, the engagement rate, the save, the share, the clicks, and then the followers gained. The followers gained are now the people like Cynthia that will say, you know what, you're my style icon. Any clothes you wear, I'm going to go and buy it. You're the influencer that I know. You're the person that I'm always going to. Anytime Cynthia sees, she'll run up to you and say, hi. Whenever you come to class, Cynthia will just be all over you. She'll be like, I like your clothes. Yes, that one you wore last week, I bought it for myself. I'm wearing it all one pair. Like all of these things, that is somebody that you have converted, right? So that is the end goal of everything you're doing, conversion. Remember, I taught you guys is to get people to do what you want them to do. But you have to first decide on what you want them to do. Do we understand this now? If you understand, let me know in the comment section that you understand. So do you really understand? Guys, let me know if you should motivate me. Okay, yes. So I'm seeing a lot of yes. Okay, so we're going to go on to our next slide now. So what does good content look like? Or what does good look like? Something that you should know. If you have high reach and low engagement, for someone was asking me yesterday, right? They have a lot of followers. They had 9K, I'll be 10K followers. And when they started posting a lot, it was their followers started to reduce. So for that person now, I would tell you to listen to this part. When you have high reach and low engagement, it means you have a weak hook or there's no emotional connection. Imagine that every time you walk into class, you guys remember what reach is, right? Reach is, you guys remember what reach is. Someone should tell me what reach is. I'm not going back. Someone should tell me what reach is. If you don't tell me, I know you're not understanding. Someone should tell me what reach is. I'm not seeing your comments, guys. We have been on this call for like a good 30 minutes or so. So you guys should have known reach by now. I've talked about it. What is reach? Let me know in the comment section. Yes, what is reach? Exactly. Exactly. Very straightforward. Exactly. So now imagine that a lot of people are seeing your video, right? And they're not liking the video. You see like 1,000 people watch the video and there's only like 14 likes. There's something wrong. There's a weak hook somewhere. And what is hook? I taught you guys last night what hook is, right? Hook is basically what you use to catch somebody. So is it that they didn't like the video, maybe they stopped watching after 1 second, or they just there was no sense to the video, so they did nothing, they didn't feel anything, they didn't feel anger, they didn't feel interest, they didn't feel nothing, so they just did not like it. So if there's low engagement despite visibility, it means that there's something wrong with the video. Now if there's high saves and low likes, chances are it's an educational content. So people remember, saves is when you find a thing valuable that you want to keep it so that you can refer back to it some other time. Like Cynthia that liked the clothes so much, she took a picture of it, right? And then she also went to go and get the clothes for herself. So that is someone saving something because they know it will be useful to them. So now for saves, now if you see a lot of high saves, or you see low likes, that's educational content that people want to keep. So most likely people find the thing educational, but they're like, oh my goodness, they can only do one thing. So they just save your video and go, right? Because most of the time they want to come back to you. So they find it to be something reasonable. Now, when you see that you have, let's go back before we do our workouts, because I want all of us to do this together. When you see that you have high number of shares and you see that, okay, you have like people are just sharing your video up and down. You know, we talked about shares, right? Cynthia will go and see the clothes. She likes the clothes, then she'll buy the clothes for herself and then tell her friend, oh, this is where I bought this clothes. Oh, I saw this girl wearing this clothes, also fine. Come buy your own, or she'll buy for her friend. That's sharing. So when you see something like that happens, it means that she felt something. So the opposite of high shares is low engagement. When people are not sharing your post or they are not engaging in your post, it's because there is no emotional connection. But when you see high shares, it means that there is emotional connection. So people actually like it was an emotional content. They felt something. They felt it was funny. It was relatable. They felt angry. They felt like, people rage bait nowadays. You see someone that'll just carry white shirt and pour like okra soup on white shirt to get your attention. When you're like, you stink that white shirt, they'll now start telling you about how they dry cleaner and how that white shirt, this is how you can get stains out of white shirt. You're like, oh, okay, but they've gotten your attention and you watch that video and they've gotten their visibility, right? So things like that is when you make people feel something that you're going to get in a high number of shares. So always keep in mind that human beings are emotional and content is supposed to be emotional. Now, when you see high clicks but low conversion, it means that something is off on the landing page. Remember we talked about clicks. It's when they go from just seeing your content on the For You page or wherever they encountered you to going to go and see other places. So imagine that Cynthia got home to Precious's house and Precious's clothes were ugly. All the rest of the clothes were ugly. In fact, that one clothes that Cynthia likes is because her Precious's brother or the brother's friend gave it to her. That's the only fine clothes that Precious has. Like imagine that she gets, imagine the level of disappointment she's going to have. She's just going to be like, I wasted my time. Kai, I should not. I would never. She just tell Precious, this your clothes is fine. Oh, others are clothes. Others are clothes. This one you're wearing now is fine. Others, you know what? I'll come and be going. And like that, when she sees Precious, she most likely avoid her, right? Because the rest of the clothes are not fine. So it's not that she was interested in saying, "Oh, this is my style icon. I want to see more of your clothes." When she gets and she sees nonsense clothes, she's going to be like, "I don't want to follow you again," right? She might even start distancing herself. It's the same thing. So if you can convert people with one video and they go to your post, all the other posts that you have, and it's nonsense things that are there, they're just going to be like, yeah, so I just wasted my time. It's only this one good content this person has. And when they see you next time, they might just be like, I've seen all her other content. It doesn't make sense. So you want to make sure that you continue and continuously give value. So it's not just to make one post that's going to go viral. The rest of your posts, are they okay? It's not just to put out content that people are going to engage on like once. The rest of your posts, are they okay? One post can go viral, but if the quality of your post is not as equivalent to all the rest, when people start to want to consume more of your content, when your clicks start going up, people want to go to your page to see more of your content. If it doesn't make sense, they're going to click off and they're not coming back. So you want to make sure that you set yourself up for going viral, but you make sure that you have a lot of content that is reasonable, that when you go viral and people want more of you, they can always find more content to engage on. Do we understand? So, yes. So if you understand, let me know that we understand. If you understand, you guys should interact with me, motivate me, let me know that you understand. So, exactly. So, all right. So we're going to be going to the next one. Let's do our workouts. We're going to do our workouts, and then our moderator would talk to us a bit, give us a bit of like, talk to us about our sponsors. Yeah, so we're going to do our workout now, then our moderator will take over for now, and then we'll get into the other part of the class. So the first workout is go to your social media now. Find out 3 of your highest performing posts. Take a screenshot of 3 of them. If you've been posting, someone said, we were asking yesterday, how many times do you post? Someone said, I post 3 times a day, I post once a day, I post 5 times a day. Go and find all those posts that you've been making, right? Find your 3 highest performing ones. Your video at 10K followers, your video at 10K viewers, sorry, your video at 1K viewers, if it's on TikTok, your video at 500 viewers, find all 3 of them. And then take it to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, this post got high reach but low engagement. Suggest ways to rewrite the content to design it or improve it for engagement, for more engagement. So you take the post that you already have, maybe the ones that got a lot of reach. You guys already know what reach is, right? So the individual unique people that saw your stuff. Now you take that post and you tell ChatGPT, how can I improve this content now to get even much more engagement? Remember that now you have a lot of reach. This is the one that did well. So many people saw this video. How can you improve it to get a lot of engagement that when they are done seeing this video, they're going to like, they're going to comment, they're going to share, they're going to save it so that you go for that viral. Do you understand? So once you grab that post to ChatGPT, once you grab that post, take it to ChatGPT, it's going to tell you what to do. So that is the workout that we're going to do. So everybody start doing your own. Let me know what ChatGPT says. I was teaching you yesterday how to build a content calendar. This is a huge part of how a content calendar. Okay, so this is how a content calendar is made, right? So you start with the ones that you've done. We talked about A/B testing yesterday. So you start with the content that you've already done. You take it to ChatGPT. This is what performed well. Now tell it what exactly you want. Yesterday, I was just talking to you guys about the things that you need to do, right? Today, we're giving a name to all of these things that you want to achieve. So if you want more followers, you tell it that you want to optimize it to get more followers. After this post, I got the most amount of followers. How can I make sure that I get even more followers? But you would never know how many followers you got. What is a video post, or what if it's a video post? Please specify what you're talking of. You will never know how many followers you got if you don't track your analytics. If you don't check how well each post does, you will never know which post is doing well. To now ask ChatGPT to optimize it so it does even better. Do we understand the connection between your analytics and then building your personal brand and then making your content calendar? All of these things are all interconnected, right? Because you can't do one without the other. If you want to establish yourself as a content creator that it does well in this space and doesn't just fade out, you don't just go viral once and everyone forgets about you. You have to figure out what is working. And that thing that is working, it is your analytics that tells you what is working. But within your analytics, you have to know each individual term, what it means and how you can apply that. So if you're somebody that is looking to get much more visibility, you know what visibility is called in the terms of analytics, right? You know it is insights. You know that it's your, from your insights you're going to see your impressions. So from, you tell it, I'm trying to target the most impressions. I want the fact that my content is going to be seen by the same people multiple times. I don't just want to be seen by one person, sorry. I don't just want to reach out to one person. I want to be seen multiple times. So optimize this post for impressions. If you want people to save your content, optimize this post for saves and shares. Optimize it for this specific engagement. Okay, someone said they're getting confused. So tell me where you're getting confused. I'll clarify. Remember that we're going to have question and answer at the end of this class. So you want to keep that in mind. Jot down your questions. We're going to answer them at the end of the class. So every single thing that you do in social media is very, very interconnected. It is very interconnected. So you need to understand why it is the way it is and why it works the way it works. Okay. So this one, I'm going to give you guys this workout as an assignment so that we can finish our class. I noticed that we're running out of time. I really want to spend time with you guys, but we have to get to the end of this class. So, and we still have to take comments. We still have to take questions. So let's finish our class. Moderator, please, you're going to have to step aside so that I and my students can have the best time. Let's talk about personal branding and let's talk about influencer collaborations. Moderator, you speak to us about our hosts soon. You speak to us about SM First soon. Let's finish our class. Thank you. So, are we together? If you're excited about this next slide, just let me know that you're excited. Tell me in the comment section, I'm excited. Let's get into it. I want to know how to build my personal brand. I want to know what it's all about. Let me know. So I'm waiting for your comments. Yes, keep dropping your comments. I really want to see all of them, how to build your personal brand, how to work with influencers, how to collaborate, all of that. Yes. Okay. I see that a lot of you are excited. That is very, very good. I hope this class is easy for you to follow. I wanted to break it down for you so that you make sure, like yesterday, you understood a lot of the key concepts. Now we're talking about execution and how to do it well. So yes, that's good. That's good. That's good. I hope it's very easy for you guys to follow. So now let's look at the next part. Yes. Okay, so we're going to follow up with the workout at the end of the session. So let's look at what is personal branding. What really is personal branding? The very first thing you need to know about your personal brand, it's about you. It's about you. Your personal brand starts with you, right? So now we're not talking about social branding for a different brand, maybe someone that sells food or agriculture or whatever. This is now your personal brand. Your personal brand starts with you. It is how people feel about you when they see your face, your name, or your content. It starts with you. So, how they feel about you, the rating that they give you about you, that is your personal brand. So, if you're a person that likes to wear feminine clothing, it's your personal brand. People will say that you're a very girly person. Everybody has a personal brand. Everybody has a personal brand. It doesn't matter what they want to tell you and say, oh, I don't have a personal brand. I just like to do things. I'm just myself. No, that yourself you think you are. You have a personal brand because everybody has something you know them for, right? Think about it really realistically. Sorry, my background is a bit noisy. I remember I'm in government house, so people are, just doing their stuff, right? Although my office is a bit segregated, but everybody is just interacting. So now, one thing you have to know about your personal brand, it starts with you. It begins with you. How do people feel about you and the things that you do? So when they see your face, what do they think? When you guys see my face, what do you think? When you hear my name, Esther, what do you think? When you come across my content, what I'm teaching you guys, what do you think? So I need you guys to give me in the comment section, what do you think about me? What do you think about my name, my face, my content? Let me see if you know my personal brand very well. I remember I talked about myself a lot yesterday. I talked about the reason why I'm building a personal brand, what I do, what I love. So you guys should let me know. Let's now guess if you guys know my own personal brand. You guys should drop it in the comment section what you think about me, like my personal brand and everything. Someone said he remembers Usain Bolt. That is so funny that I am fast. Oh my goodness. Any other person, you guys should drop it in the comment section. Yes, you guys should drop it. The smile too. I said I love money. No, no. If you say I love money, you don't know my personal brand. I don't love money. I like money. They are two different things. I like making money. I don't love money. The love of money is the root of all evil, but liking money, that's allowed. Loving to make money, that's allowed. So, okay, you said I am an influencer. Eh, and I'm not an influencer, I make impact, but yes, you're correct. I have influence. So what else? What else? What else? You remember my smile and I like making money. Exactly. I love impacting knowledge. Exactly. I do. I do. Views. Thank you. So all of these things said I'm a government worker. You know what? Yes, I am a government worker. And I smile a lot. Yes, it is my personal brand. I smile a lot. I believe in just being happy, right? So now, okay, you guys, let's get back to the class. Okay, let's get back to the class. So, all of these things that you think about me, these are things that you have just gotten to know. You just met me yesterday. Aside from yesterday, you guys, most of you have not known me, right? So, if you just knew me from yesterday, or some of you that are meeting me for the first time, and these are all the things that you can say, it means that part of my personal brand was correlating because I made sure to tell you guys over and over and over again. We are doing a personal branding class, but yet somehow you guys knew that I like to make money. And I don't like to waste my time. My time is money. I don't like to waste my time. You guys found that out. You found out the fact that I love to smile. You guys found out that I like to impact knowledge because I shared some of these things and I did some of them. So at the end of the day, your personal brand is the things that people see about you when they see your name, your face, and your content. So you have to keep that in mind. If you are building a personal brand, you have to keep in mind what exactly do I want to show people, and you have to be consistent. I didn't come today and stop smiling. If I had come today and stopped smiling, you'd have said, oh, she was faking it yesterday. And somehow there's going to be a discordance in it. You're just going to be like, is she really someone who smiles a lot or she's just faking it? So now you'll be waiting for the third time so you can confirm. And whenever you confirm, you're just going to be like, no one can tell me any other thing. This is what I know. You know that person that one day you saw them angry. You don't know them, but day you saw them angry, you be like, this person is a very angry person. This person is a very, no, I can't relate to this person. You don't know them. You really don't know them. But your first impression of them was that they were angry and you saw the things they did when they were angry. So you build in your head that this person's personal brand, the way they react to other people or they react to situations, that they are a very angry person. So that is the personal brand. It's how people feel. Feelings are very important, especially in anything that has to do with content. Feelings are very, very important. You have to keep in mind that everybody is watching. The internet never forgets. The internet never forgets. You'd see people that are like they change their lives. They become the best people. They have money, they have friends, they have influence, and all of a sudden a video comes up. Someone is like, this is you, I'll never forget, this is you, and everybody starts treating them like they're still the same person. People change, but people rarely change their opinion about other people. So you can change, but people will not believe you've changed unless you do that thing so much more than you've done the previous one they believed about you. So when you're building your personal brand, you have to keep in mind that people are watching. So whatever it is that you're doing now, people are not forgetting, they're watching you and they're remembering. So you want to make sure that you're building your brand strategically, keeping in mind the fact that people know what you're doing, they can see you and they are learning. Okay, so that is something that you have to keep in mind. So I'm going to give you a personal task now. Everybody, I need you to drop in the comment section something about you. I need you to drop something about yourself, something that about your personal brand that you'd wish every other person knew about you. So start to drop in the comment section. Like maybe I want for my personal brand, I am a this, I am a that, your personal identity. Like what do you see about yourself? What do you feel about yourself? And you want other people to feel about you. I'm a kind person, I'm a nice person, I'm a brilliant person, I'm a smart person, I am a collaborative person, I'm a helpful person. All of these things, that to put in the comment section what you think people should know about you. Let's do it together. Don't forget to fill in your attendance form. Guys, I'm not seeing enough. You guys should. This is where you hype yourself. This is where you hype yourself. You guys are not commenting enough. You guys are not commenting enough. You said you're a kind-hearted person. You're an ambivert, so don't judge your first impressions. No one will know you're an ambivert. Nobody would know because as an ambivert, you're somebody that can, fit into any kind of environment. You have social skills, so people would never really know that. Oh, you like to stay indoors sometimes, so people will judge you. People will judge. You're empathetic. I love that about you. You're a nice person. You're a food lover because food will never break your heart. Ah, you have not eaten food that is not sweet before. You lose your appetite. You're a passionate entrepreneur. That's good. You're a calm person. You're a food lover. You're a church girl and you love helping people. You're objective and result oriented. I love that. You guys should keep dropping it. I want to know my students. You love looking good. People like me. You love looking good. You like good designs. You like good people. Oh, people. Well, you like when people look good too. Oh, a fashion house, of course. It makes a lot of sense. It ties to your branding. Yes, you're a gentle person. You like peace. You smile a lot. You're jovial. You can communicate. You can sleep. Oh my God. Who can sleep for 13 hours straight? Oh my goodness. So, all of these things that you want people to know about you now, you have to ask yourself, how am I going to market this thing in a way that it brings money? How am I going to market it in a way that it brings me money? If you've been around me for 10 minutes, it won't pass. I've started talking about investments. It won't pass. I've started talking about productivity. It will not pass. I've started talking about AI and how we need to be intentional. All my friends know me for this. They know me as always talking about we need to be intentional with our branding. We need to be intentional with what we're doing. We need to be strategic. We need to be this. We need to be that. Whatever they want to say, oh my gosh. Nah, if she comes here, sometimes they call me Nah, right? Or they'll call me Sunshine. They would say, she's going to talk about this. She's going to talk about that. How is that thing you talk about often going to bring you money? You see, the thing I do now, I do communication, I do social media management, I do branding, right? And that is one of the things that I do in the government. So all of these things that I love to do naturally, it's bringing me money because I started to monetize it. You genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, you cannot waste my time. You cannot waste my time because I know that my time is money. So the fact that I am cognitive of the fact that my time is money, I start to use my time wisely. So I spend my time doing something like this. Today is like a Tuesday, right? I could have just said, oh, I want to go out. It's 5 o'clock. On a normal 5 o'clock right now, personally, I would be online. I would be Googling stuff. I'll be learning things about my field. I'll be learning things about my industry. I'll be learning all the amazing things that I could probably use to advance myself. What is going to give me an advantage over every other person that's doing what I do? At the end of the day, when other people are saying, I want to go home, is when I start to think of all the things that now these people are out of the race. What is going to set me aside? What is going to set me apart from every other person? That is what I would do with my time. But what am I doing right now? I am spending it with you guys because to me, you people are just as important as the things that I love to do because you guys are part of the things that I love to do. I love to impact knowledge. So when you're building your personal brand, you have to understand that every single thing is emotional. Every single thing is emotional. I have an emotional connection to what I'm doing. That's why I can teach you with passion. I can teach you beyond what is just social media management. I can give you information that it took me years and years to learn this thing and to niche it down to this, right? I can give it to you and this class because I am passionate about what I do and I'm passionate about SM First because I understand the vision and the goal. It is to be able to transform people. That is the end goal, to be able to transform people. So if SMFest has brought you guys together, all of us are here together and we're learning amazing things, it is worth my time. So for me, it's not a waste of time. Do you understand how that ties into my personal brand? So I can be here on this call and I can be giving you guys insights and knowledge and everything, and I don't feel like it's a waste of my time. And I feel like it's value for money for me because I get to interact with you guys. I get to teach people. I get to pass on that knowledge. And I know if you were in this call, you know that I said I love to build for posterity. I love to build for impact. So that is one of my key things, right? That is a part of my brand. So I know that when I'm done teaching you, you're going to go online and you're going to replicate the same thing I've taught you. So that is something that makes me happy to know that you guys are going to succeed. So for me, it's not a waste of time. When you're building your personal brand, you always have to keep in mind, what is my end goal? That is what I'm trying to teach you with this. So you make sure that people feel that end goal from the beginning. When you see me, you would know the things I am about. If you talk to me in a few, maybe 10 minutes, I said something about money, how you need to make money, how you need to grow your accounts, how you need to save, how you need to invest. I've said something about AI. I've said something about your content. You need to be strategic. You're not a waste of time on this planet Earth. You need to take yourself intentionally. You are important. You're relevant. You are needed. The people are looking for you. All of these things. These are things you'd hear from me naturally. So when you see me, you'd start to see all these things. Why? Because it ties to my personal narrative, the thing that I want, which at the end of the day is your what? CTA, your call to action. So your personal branding that you're building should always tie back to your call to action. What action do you want people to take when they see you, when they see your face, when they see your content? That is why you build your personal brand. Do we understand? If you understand, please give me comments, give me comments, give me comments. You guys should give me comments. Okay, that is very, very good. Okay, that is very good. Now we're going to go into the next part. So, all the things that your personal brand is made up of. The very first one, your story. What is your personal story? So, I'm going to tell you a story that many of you, when you hear it, you're going to understand why I do some of the things that I do. When I first started this work that I do now, I was the first social media manager for the team. I was the media team. When I first took over the Anambra State ICT Agency Media, I was the only media team person. And there was nobody to ask questions. There was nobody to go to and say, I'm a beginner, please teach me what to do. There was nobody to tell, hey, please, can you teach me this? Can you teach me that? Oh, my post is not performing well today. What do I do? I don't know which one is engagements. I don't know which one is impressions. I had nobody, nobody. So you know what I did? I spent hours and hours on YouTube and asking people. When I come to somebody in person, I would ask them, please, what do I do? If I meet anybody that's smarter than me, I would ask them, please, what do I do? If I go somewhere and I see somebody that, oh, this person has even slightly 3 more followers than I do, please, what do I do? I was going back and forth asking people, please, what do I do? So I knew that there was nobody that was going to teach me. So I began to become my first teacher. And I found out that one of the things that is lacking is a group or a community of people who are willing to share their information freely, a community of people that are willing to give. So I'm a person that loves to make money, right? You guys already know that. But when it comes to helping people, I prioritize people over money. People always come first over money. So when I realized that a lot of the things I needed to learn to advance myself were behind the paywall, one of the things I told myself is that when I finally learn this thing, I'm going to start teaching. I'm going to start telling people like all these things that they need to know. I'm going to give it away for free. So I am not doing it to brag, but I have taught multiple classes and I've taught multiple people. And I have people in my team now that a lot of them, I taught them what they know. So the fact that I had this personal experience of having nobody and I stood in the gap to become somebody for the next person is my personal story. So when I'm sharing my brand, when I'm talking about the fact that we need to be intentional about what we're doing, we need to teach other people, we need to know things, like we need to be knowledgeable, we need to be strategic about what we're doing, it's from personal experiences and failures, right? These guys, keep in mind that my background is going to be a bit noisy. Government house is expanding, so they're doing a lot of construction here to make it even more world class. So you'll be hearing people interacting in the background. Let's just focus on what we're here to learn, right? So I have a personal story of not having anybody. So I decided to be someone for other people. Now, what is my tone? My tone, if you notice that I am a very, very, like, I will tell you emotions are important, right? You can tell from my tone, you can tell there's passion. I'm very passionate about what I do, very passionate. You can tell from my tone, I'm a very passionate person. And you can tell from my values, I believe in everybody having equal access to knowledge. I believe in that. That is the only reason why I would recap some things that I taught yesterday here, or tell somebody to, oh, you guys should recap for them. If not, I would move on. I would ignore that message. I would act like I didn't see it. So it's important to know that every single thing you do is connected. There should be a motive for why you're doing what you're doing. And all of these things make up your personal brand. So what is my visual style? If you notice my visual style yesterday, you guys, like, I was on striped shirts. I had this like crew neck cut thing, right? The one yesterday had a curve. I wear a lot of curved clothing. Like, even if the icon and everything that I do. If you go on my social media, you'll be seeing a lot of crew neck, like a lot of curves and everything. And I like it. And if you go on my social media, another thing you're going to see is my natural hair. I'm always on my natural hair. My natural hair is very long. It's a big afro, right? I'm always on my natural hair. Is it I put it back, I put it in a bun, I leave it out as a big afro, I put it in a puff or something because I love my natural self. I love myself. So the way I am is the way I want to show other people. And I am a big believer in love yourself and accept yourself for who you are, right? And it doesn't mean I don't wear wigs. I have them, right? We were talking about hair yesterday. I have them and I love them. But I also love myself and I show myself as I am. And that is the same thing. I accept other people as they are. So when you are showing up your personal brand, you have to keep in mind what is my goal? What am I trying to get people to do? The action, right? Why am I trying to do all of these things? What is the end goal of this? To give me money for some people, right? For me, it's posterity and other things. So you have to keep that in mind. And when you're communicating the visuals, you have to make sure that the visuals align to the thing that you. Exactly. Someone just checked out on Google, right? And they saw it and it took them to IG. So you have to make sure that your visuals align to what you're trying to say. I'm going to share this story here because I want to share it publicly on my LinkedIn. The very first time in my life, I'm telling you guys, the very first time I go beat up, I'm seeing this person beat me nonsense. Oh my God. This person beats me. The very first time I ever fought and I got beat up in my life was because I was fighting for somebody else. Yes. So it's no mistake that I'm in politics. It's no mistake that I am somebody who believes in equity and I believe in impact and I believe in giving people access to information and just making sure that everybody is equal because I understood inequality. I come from a wealthy family, right? So we always had like people around us and we always had people that were trying to like, help out. Like we had like a lot of help around the house. But there was this specific person that was always bullying us. So one day was enough. I noticed they were bullying my sister and I stood up to them. Oh my, the way she beats me. I will not lie to you. This girl beats me. She beats nonsense out of me, right? But I dragged her hair. If there's anything, I'll drag your hair. So in everything I did, it was because of somebody else. That was the only time I've ever gotten beat up in my life. So that is something I did because it aligns to my personal values. I believe in equity. So for me to do that kind of thing, it's because it aligns with my personal values. And now, if you notice where I talk, I'm always going to say everybody should have equal access. Everybody should have equal access. I believe that nobody should be marginalized. I believe that everybody should have, and that's why I teach. Because if we all have information, if we all have good information, accurate information, all of us will do well. There's enough space in the sky for every star. No star is going to dim another star's light. If every single one of us has space, there's enough space in the sky for every star. So that is something that I believe, and it shows up in all of my communication. I'm always talking about equity. I'm always talking about inclusivity. I'm always talking about access. I'm always talking about how we need to do more. That is why even I align myself with SM First because SM First has come together to do what no one else is doing, bringing together people and giving them access to information, valuable information that can change their lives. And it is because of their love and their passion for young people. So if you're here, I need you to like do a shout out to SM First. Tell them how much you appreciate them because it takes a lot to bring someone like me to sit down for hours and talk to people. It takes a lot, and SM First did the lot. So you guys should tell SM First you're grateful, you love them. I hope you're following on social media. Are you guys following SM First on social media? Make sure you're liking the YouTube video as well. Like the video, like, comment, keep keeping it there. Like, make sure that you give SM First the visibility they deserve. Let SM First know you love them, you're grateful. Yes, I'm seeing the comments. SM First, we love you. Tell them you're grateful, right? Because they are doing amazing things. Exactly. So now we're going to move on. So we're going to move on now. So the last one is how consistently you show up. I've been consistent in the way I talk, right? Everything I do, I have been consistent about it. Yesterday, I came up and I spoke about how much I love money, love making money. I don't love money. I love making money and I like money, right? Two different things. So I came on here and I spoke about it. I spoke about like my value system. I spoke about how everybody should have access to information, right? And today I'm talking about the same thing. And tomorrow when you meet me, I'll talk about the same thing. 4 years from now, I'm going to talk about the same thing. It's going to be like that every single time. It's going to be like that. So at the end of the day, the things that we're doing, the reason we're doing the things that we're doing, we should always make sure that we align it back to our values. And we should know that everything is interconnected. All these things together, when you add your story, your tones, and your values, your visual style, the way you teach and what you offer, and how consistently you show up, every single thing will make up your personal brand. So, do we understand what makes up a personal brand? If you understand, let me know in the comment section. If you understand what makes up a personal brand, guys, let me know in the comment section. Someone is complaining about data. Tag SM First. This is why you should tag SM First. Tag them, tell them you need data. SM First sponsor me, I need data. Tell them. But this is much more valuable because tell me who's going to give you access to this amount of information for free, right? So now let's talk about how to build your personal brand, how to build a good personal brand. The very first thing we've talked about this, clarify your identity. Who was in yesterday's class? If you're in yesterday's class and you knew how to build a brand persona, if you're there, just say something you learned about building a brand persona. If you're in yesterday's class and you learned how to build a brand persona, just say what you learned. So just say what you learned. Yes, exactly. So, so just keep dropping what you learned from yesterday's zone on how to build a persona, a brand persona. From every single thing you are taught, how to build a brand persona. So, how to clarify your identity. Who are you helping? What do you want to be known for? Why should people trust you? Exactly. Who are you? What is your age? You learn the very advance of age. Exactly. So now you need to know who you are helping, right? So what is the end goal? Remember yesterday we were talking about like why I do what I do, and I told you guys that I want my name to open doors for my children. That is something that I want to do. That is one of my end goals. I want my name to open doors for people. I want people to say because they know her, they're going to get an easier life because they knew me or they encountered me, their life is going to be easier. I want the fact that when someone is done encountering me, they're going to have something good about their life. They can go back to their social media and, fix something in their lives. They can go back to their social media and be better for themselves, right? It's easy to be behind the scenes and to do things that will just benefit yourself. But at the end of the day, you have to keep in mind that other people, you live your life not just for yourself, but for other people as well. So that is something for me, who I am helping. It's part of my identity and I show that all the time. So what do I want to be known for? I've already shared that. Why should people trust me? You guys, so it's very easy for me to just go here, have this meeting. You can't see any logos in the background, right? No one can see my logo. No one knows where I am. But when I started this call, the first thing I did was I turned this so you guys could see where I am. If you look at this, it says Anambra State ICT Agency. So you guys know where I am. So you can trust that I know what I'm saying. Like I'm not just telling you, oh, I work in government and I'm not really working in government. I am here live and direct. So something like that. So something like that. The reason for that is that I want to build trust with you guys. I want to show you, right? I want to show you that you can make your life better. You can be better, make your life better. So I want to show you all of these things, but also help you to build trust, right? So next thing I want you to do is know about building a personal brand is be consistent. Same thing every single time. When someone meets you, they should always have the same thing, same thought pattern, the same thing. They should always know that you're going to be consistent. Okay. Can you know my social media handles? They are here. If you look at the slides, you see online analytics and personal branding. So you see it's Ndife Esther. My name is Ndife Esther on every single platform. Wherever any platform that exists, look for me there. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, every single place. That's Ndife Esther. So, and then the last one is you want to post regularly, even if it's just once a week. So because of the work that I do, right, I'm always posting for other people. It's very easy to ignore my own personal brand. But one of the things that I did was that as at last year, I said to myself, I'm going to take my personal brand seriously. I'm going to start posting. I'm going to start building my personal brand just so that I can show other people they can do it themselves. You don't have to be like some have a very high ranking position to start building your personal brand. So I started to build my personal brand. Do I have a lot of following on many platforms? No, I don't. No, I don't. If it's in real life, I have a lot of connections. I have a lot of access to people. I have a lot of like proof of work, right? So I'm taking that online. But if you Google me, you will see me. That's to tell you how good. If you Google me, you're going to see me. So I started to talk about the things that I do because I noticed that no one will talk about you for you. Nobody will promote you if you don't promote yourself. Nobody will do those things for you. Nobody understands you like you do. So start to talk about yourself, show yourself, use your face, your voice, your real story, be honest about your journey. I just told you guys about the first day in my life, someone ever beats me. See my fresh skin. They beat me nonsense because I was fighting for somebody else. I was fighting for equity and inclusivity. So that was my life, and I shared my story. And so now you know that it's not just that she says, "Oh, equity, equity." This she actually experienced it. So when I talk about equity and inclusivity, I know because I've been in a place where I've experienced it, and I use that to build my personal brand. It's a personal story that you guys will relate with. If you meet me in future, you probably know now that I was beat up once in my life because I fought for somebody, right? So that is something that is my personal story. So it's something that you'd always use to remember me. Hopefully, you remember me for AI and loving, teaching and content creation and loving making money. Please, not because I was beat up, right? But do we understand? So so that is the idea. So now let's talk about influencer collaborations. Before we enter influencer collaborations, I need to know that you guys are with me. You guys are not bored. You guys are understanding everything I'm saying. So just let me know in the comment section that you guys are understanding, you're with me. You understand how a personal brand all works together. You understand what analytics are. You understand the terms that you use for analytics. You understand how to use the AI. So I believe Zikora taught you guys on how to use AI to do things. So you understand now how to prompt AI because now you know the exact terms, what those things are. You know that if you want visibility, you go for impressions, optimize for impressions. You know that if you want engagements, you know what to call it, right? If you want people to like your post, like all of these things, share, save, you know what to call it. If you want people to go to your profile, you know what to call it, right? So I'm telling you, the beating carry weight. Like she beats me, and I was small, so she beats me well. So you guys, I hopefully you will understand each and every single part of this thing, so that you know that when you're building a brand, you build it holistically with understanding of all these individual different parts and how they fit together. So good job. I see you guys are following. I see you guys are following. So let's talk about influencer collaborations, right? True influence begins when your presence inspires others to believe in themselves even after you're gone. So hopefully, by the end of this class, you are able to go ahead and be yourself online, build your personal brand without fear, to know that you might start small, but the end goal is not for you to be small. And to also know that when you get access to information, one of the things that will push you across more and give you much more visibility is you teaching other people and giving them access to that information as well. It can position you in the industry, right? So we're getting to the end of the class. Slowly and surely, we're getting to the end of the class. I took your question and answer. I've noted it, so you guys should keep in mind that we'll do question and answer. So I'll wrap this up very quickly so we can have at least 15 minutes for question and answers. Okay. So the very first thing when we're looking at collaborations, who do you collaborate with? People who share your audience, not just your niche. So what is the difference between your audience and your niche? Let's talk about this. So now let's use being in class, right? Let's say that you are a baker and your name is Precious. Precious, come and be our baker. So your name is Precious, right? And you are a baker. Your niche is the kind of thing that you do, the specifics of what you do. Baking is not just your niche. Baking is like the general industry. If you bake cakes for children, your niche is baking cakes for children. That is your niche. Now, as this is your niche, who are your audience? Your audience is not just people who bake cakes for children. Your audience is anybody with a child that needs a cake. So your audience might actually be a teacher, because that teacher, maybe some parents don't have time to organize birthday parties for their children. So they'll tell the teacher to go ahead and organize the birthday party. So your audience can be teachers. You can start marketing to teachers and tell them that, hey, I bake cakes for children. You have access to children, you teach children. What do they love? I can come and give you guys free samples, right? So that kind of thing, you have to think outside the box. You collaborate with people that are not just your niche. You don't collaborate with just other bakers. You collaborate with other people as well that do the kind of things that give you access to your audience. So it's not just that, oh, I only talk to bakers, I only follow bakers and everything. You also collaborate with people who are that have access to your target audience. So you can collaborate with moms, right? All these moms I used to host Sunday get together. You can tell them, I want to join your Sunday get together. I sell cakes. I'm going to bring free cake samples. They taste your cake. They say, oh yes, my daughter is having birthday on Saturday. Can you make the cake? All of a sudden you have access to like the money. Remember, the end goal of what you're doing is to get something, right? So if you're in a business or you're doing something, your marketing is to make money. So you collaborate with people that don't just have your niche, but your audience. It's not just people that do what you do, but people who have access to the audience that need your services and your products. Do we understand the difference? If you understand the difference, let me know in the comment section. If you understand the difference, yes. Okay. So the next one is micro influencers. They are the ones that drive much more engagement. If you are niched down, let's say you bake cakes for in like children, right? You want to collaborate with people that have like 1K to 20K followers, because those people have a lot of engagement that people actually know them, right? People are consistently checking. We already talked about it yesterday, how you can build that. People are checking to see, even if you don't post, like if they don't see you on the For You page, you can search out your content. So micro influencers oftentimes have an engaged community. So you want to make sure that you're always engaged, like you're collaborating with people that have an engaged community, as opposed to people that have a lot of followers. Followers is not what matters. It's the engagement of their community. And oftentimes micro influencers are the ones that have this. So as a person who is just starting out, the best thing to collaborate with is somebody who is starting out, but starting out and is already successful. So find that person that is micro influencers within 1K and 20K. So how do you reach out to these people? Number one, be personal and specific. Who are you? Say your name and like be specific. I want you to do this for me. Hey, I'm reaching out to you because I want to send you cakes. I sell cake. My name is Esther, right? Let's just say my name is Esther and I sell cakes. And I'm reaching out to you because I want to send you free cakes so that you can promote my products. So you offer them value, a free product. You can offer them cakes. You can offer them cross promo. That's like they promote their brand on your page, you promote your brand on their page, or you can offer them an affiliate deal. So for every cake you sell, I'm going to send you 5,000 naira. If your cake is 20,000 naira, tell them for every one cake you sell, I'm going to send you 5,000 naira. Or for every one cake you sell, I'm going to send you a free bottle of Coke. Something like that. And keep it short and simple. People these days have mental fatigue. They get tired of reading. So you want to make sure that you can keep it simple. So keep it simple and keep it very direct with influencers. So next slide. Are we together? So we finished this, how to reach out to them. Now, managing the collaboration and building authority. So now that you finished all of these things, right? We're at the end of this class now. How do you manage this collaboration? Remember, authority equals trust plus proof. If you want to build authority, it's equal to trust plus proof. That is the formula for authority. If you want to be an, yes, you can get my slides, guys. Focus on the class. You get the slides at the end of the class, so you can watch the YouTube video. We're rounding up right now. You can send your questions, start dropping your questions in the comment section because we're already rounding up. We have just one more slide left and we are done. So people listen to you when they see you know your stuff. That's they see you know what you're talking about. You guys, initially, you don't know me, right? But now you're listening to me because you see I know what I'm talking about. They believe that you're doing it for the right reasons. You can see my heart. I mean, I got beat up for somebody. Some that did not concern me. Some that it did not concern. Oh gosh. This girl almost gave me a scar on my face, right? That was fighting for equity and inclusivity, right? So now you can trust me if I come out and I say equity. If I come out and say equity, like I believe that everybody should be equal, you trust me because I mean, I've literally lived it. It's my experience. And then when you see others respect and follow you. So, for example, you can hire me to manage your social media because you know the Anambra State government already hired me. I mean, if Soludo, like his team, I collaborate with his team. Who can't I collaborate with, right? So that is how you build authority in the industry. So if you've ever heard someone say, "Oh, I want to build authority. I want to be a thought leader. I want to be this." This is the formula for how you can do it. So I've taught you this. So I'm going to round up. This is our last thing. The first thing you can do, teach, like we're doing right now. The next thing you can do, show results. I've shown you guys my results. You can check on Google. You can grow credibility. You can collaborate with other people. Sometimes I post pictures of myself when I go to somewhere, I meet somebody important, or we do something like my WhatsApp DP is me and Dr. B.S. Ekwesili because I volunteered at an event. She was there. We took pictures together and you know, stuff like that. Sometimes I post on LinkedIn, she would post my stuff. On Twitter, she would repost my stuff. So things like that. People see my name often on her page. They start to like see I'm credible. They start to follow me. They start to say, oh, she's someone to look out for. And then be present. Just comment on other people's content. It's not only you. It's not only you that matters. Comment on other people's content. I have friends that once they're doing something amazing, I go under there and I say, hey, wow, you're doing amazing. I really love what you're doing. Nice content, smart this. The more you engage in other people's stuff, the more other people are going to engage on your own stuff. Okay? So that is the secret formula to how to do this. Are we together? So that is the end. Lastly, we are going to do our workouts and we are going to end the session. So you're going to choose one skill or topic that you're an expert in. For people that are graphic designers, choose that. Go to ChatGPT and ask it, give me 3 Instagram carousel ideas that would teach this topic. So you pick your topic, right? In a way that builds trust and authority. We already know what trust is and we already know about authority. So this is your assignment. Please screenshot it so that you can go and carry it out because you're going to be graded on this. Go ahead and do that. So guys, we can start our Q&A very, very quickly. Very quickly. So you guys can start dropping your questions. We're going to attend to your questions very quickly, guys. We're almost at 6:00, and you guys know I love to keep to time, so we can't waste time here. You guys have another class to attend, so you need to keep your brain, rest your brain for the next class you're going to attend. So everybody, please drop your questions if you have questions. What of someone who's into sports like you? So what exactly do you want someone to know about your sports and what do you want to do? What is your end goal? If you want to make money from sports, right? If you want to make money from sports, find out all the areas where there are things that you can make money from sports and find out who your ideal people you want to partner with is. That's where you're going to do targeting now. Target the brands that would give you money. So if you want to, let's say you want to get paid for promoting sports equipment, you have to start buying sports equipment yourself. Those brands that you want to start promoting, start posting, commenting under their posts, right? Engaging with them. Start talking about their kind of products. Start talking about the things that they do. Start giving them the visibility, free visibility. Remember, I told you guys about volunteering. So giving to other people. When you start to teach, when you start to give your knowledge for free, people start to give you things in return for your knowledge, right? I'm sure many of you, if you had something to give me, you could have given to me. So like go ahead and do that. After a while, you notice that people that are into sports, they start sending you stuff. They start sending you things like, oh, please, can you review this product? I have this product I'm trying to reach out to because you've built a following of people that know you like sports, watch your content because they see you do a lot of sports stuff, right? And they're like, okay, I'm going to trust this person and buy things from them. So you guys are you guys are very funny in the comment section. Please beat her for me. Beat her. I've not forget. Okay, I've forgiven her. But beat her for me. If you see her on the road, beat her. Beat her. She's a good person. So so you want to make sure that you are posting about the sports to build your following of people that can trust you, that you know what you're talking about when it comes to sports. Sports brands will start sending you things to promote for you. So promote for them. So they'll send you like maybe if it's baseball equipment or if it's canvas or if it's like clothes. After a while, you start to charge them. Say, I'm no longer promoting your stuff for free. Send me money, then I'll promote the product. So they'll send you money and the product. So you have to keep in mind, what is your end goal? How do you want to make money from this thing? Do you even want to make money? If you don't want to make money, you just want to build a community, then of course, please go ahead and be collecting the whatever they are giving to you, right? If the goal is the community, then go ahead and build the community. But if the end goal of building the community is to make money, then make sure that you make it clear that you are monetizing your brand, right? So you start to do collaborations. And the way to get into collaboration is you start to connect with other people. Go in their comment section, these brands, go and shout out to them. If you can afford the list of their products, buy their products and use it and shout out to the brand and say, oh, I really love this brand. Would love to explore more things about the brand. Guys, you need to check out this brand. Start talking about that one product you bought with your money. At a point, if you get their attention, they're going to send you more, right? Because they notice that you're making attention for them. You're basically doing free publicity for them. So they'll send you stuff. That is a way that you can monetize the things that you already love. So I'm going to be moving on to the next question. Guys, so your questions are going up. Moderator, it would be helpful if you can help me, find out who and whose questions I should attend to because this is a lot of questions, right? So from your post insights on Facebook, you notice that you have higher views than reach. For instance, there's a post that I have 1538 views, while the reach is 93. Why the views higher than reach? So what do you call views are impression? Remember I taught you about impression. If you walk into a class and somebody sees you, one person sees you, that is reach, right? One individual person. But if that person sees you upstairs, you're going downstairs, they see you again, you're going home, they see you again. That's 3 times this person has seen you. So that is 3 views. They viewed you 3 times. So your views are obviously going to be higher than your reach because Same person can see the same content 3 times. They can see you when they open their For You page. They can see you when they are responding to, maybe they were scrolling and they scroll past your page or something. They can see you when they go to your profile and they check out all your other content and they see that same content because they were scrolling past that content. So your views normally are supposed to be higher than your reach. In fact, I don't think that you can have reach and views and your reach will be higher than your views, because your views are the amount of times people saw something. Your reach is the individual times people saw something. So one person now, how many times one person saw that thing versus, guys, this is what we see. This is what we see sometimes with construction. So please bear with me, right? Let's focus on what we're learning. So every single time somebody sees your content, it will mark as reach if they are an individual person. But if they see it multiple times, it's going to be views. Do you understand it? So that is why you're having that. So who is the next person? What is the next question? Guys, please drop your questions so we can round up. SMFS still needs to talk to us. Can you get an example of topics you can use for the list? What list are you referring to? Please clarify on that. Please clarify on the topics, okay? Okay, question. If I have 10 impressions on a post, does it mean that 10 persons saw it? Does it also mean that one person saw the post 5 times? So okay, so for a platform like LinkedIn, that will not really tell you how many individual people saw it. That's one of the reasons why it's good to use an external tool like Zoho or Buffer, all these free apps. Zoho and Buffer are free. So I'm going to give you guys an assignment. Go and find out, download Zoho, type on your phone on App Play Store, Google, iOS, right? Type Zoho, try and download the app and see. You can connect all your social media to the app and then it will be posting for you. So if you want to post by 3 a.m. in the morning, you can just schedule the post. It will post itself by 3 a.m. So go and look for it. Zoho. Watch YouTube videos as well. I've given you a free one now. Zoho is very important and it's free. So go and find that. Apps like that will help give you apps like that will help give you much more insight. So if you don't understand, like, what matters is not the fact that you have 10 impressions, right? What matters is the engagement. So if you have the post and it's 10 impressions and nobody engages at all, it means that the post, out of all 10 people, nobody liked it or nobody paid attention to it. So it means that you have to refine your content. And keep in mind that you're not going to be better at one day. You're not going to start today and be the best person today. You're going to grow. So it's better you start small, test out multiple different things so that you can grow the right way. So if you notice that your post is not getting a lot of impressions, keep at it. If you're offering value at some point, remember, when you go viral, people still need content to consume beyond that one that went viral. So imagine you have one post and that one post goes viral and they go to your page and there's nothing else there. It's sad because now you've lost all those people you could have converted. But if you have multiple posts that you've been creating and then you go viral and they go and like that post that you've been creating and they see all the other ones and they start to engage and follow those ones, it will mean much more for you because these are people that will now follow you for life. And what you want to build is community, not just content. You want to build community, not just followers. So keep that in mind. So what you should be asking is, like, how do I differentiate between my impressions and then, like, my engagement, and how do I prioritize my engagement as opposed to how many people saw the post? What should be much more important to you is the engagement. It should be your CTA. Always keep in mind your CTA is the most important thing. Any other questions, guys? If there are no other questions, I'm going to be logging off now. Hi, good afternoon. I'm in a class. Sorry, okay. So, yeah, not Zoho. So I'm going to keep it in the comment section. Zoho. Z for zebra, O for orange, H for house, O for orange. Zoho. Zoho, guys. Zoho. Any other question? Said you learned a lot. I'm a good teacher. Thank you so much. You guys, I need your reviews. I need your feedback because I would like to do a feedback session on this. I need your feedback from today's class. You guys should give me your feedback. For my personal brand, please, no one should mention the fact that they beat me. Please give me your feedback. Give me your feedback on today's class. How was it for you? Did you learn well? Was it paced to your understanding? Were you able to pick up a lot of stuff? We still have one more class. Yes, so 300K and more. You can't waste my time now in this life. God forbid. When I can be doing something with my time and my time will give me money. God forbid. No. So give me your feedback. Give me your feedback, guys. Okay, I'm going to attend to this question. I'm a writer on Facebook, but I don't have engagement that much. What do I do to get to post for more engagement and get monetized? So the thing I want you to do, right, is go to do the assignment that I sent you. Go to your chat GPT, find out the ones that did the most, the ones that got the most engagement. Ask it, why did this post do well as opposed to all the other ones that did not do well? Find your least engaged posts, get two of them, the most engaged, at least three. Three is a good sample size to start with. Ask it, why did these ones do well and the other ones did not do well? It will tell you why. Sometimes it's the emotional stuff. You aren't emotional enough, or you are too emotional, or it was just too drab. So ChatGPT is able to, because it's a large language model, it has multiple information that has been downloaded into it. So it knows systems, formulas, ways people think, what people have engaged with, and all of that. It can see data you can't see. So make sure that you take it into ChatGPT, ask it, why did these ones do well and these other ones didn't do well? Whenever you're building something, always approach it like a scientist as opposed to someone who is judging, right? If you're not doing well on social media, ask, why is this post not doing well on social media, as opposed to feeling bad that the post is not doing well on social media. Always ask yourself, what is the reason why this is not working? What is working and how can I make sure this one works as well? Never be emotional about the content, but always put out emotional content. Do you understand? So don't feel bad about it if you're not getting engagement. Go in there and ask ChatGPT, why am I not getting engagement? And ChatGPT will give you what to do. And when it's not giving you answers as to why you're not getting engagement, ask it, what should I do to get this kind of engagement? So you've learned all the different kinds of engagements. Pick the one that you want so you don't fatigue your readers, so they are not tired. Pick that specific engagement and then go ahead and ask it to give you much more posts that would do that. Okay? All right. So guys, we have to, oh, okay, I'm seeing all of your comments. Yes, yes. Make all your bios the same thing. You are very, very welcome. You are very welcome, guys. So I love your feedback. Please keep it coming. And also don't forget to thank SMFest. It's because of SMFest that you and I are here together to learn amazing things. So for all the people that are asking about my social media, these are all the platforms and my name. On LinkedIn, connect with me on LinkedIn. So, by the way, I'm just going to put it out here. I'm looking to hire a content or social media manager, right? Someone who's going to be a creative assistant. And I'm looking to hire someone I've already taught. So, at the end of the class, whoever is the best person, right? At the end of all of these sessions, I'm going to give an assignment. Whoever can complete it the most, I want to hire you. I want the person to work with me personally. So, that should motivate you to do well in the next class. So, yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for the feedback. It's very, very important for my social media. Thank you so much. You guys should follow me, like, comment, and follow SM Fest. I don't know why you're not following. I want to meet all of you at the boot camp. I really want to meet like all of you at the main events, aside from this boot camp. Like, I want to meet all of you at the main events. You guys are going to see me. Hopefully, I'm going to be wearing a crew neck, so it will be consistent. But if I'm wearing something else, you guys should not drag me. Oh. But yes, I want to see all of you. Sadly, I have to log off because my time is almost up and I have another meeting. And you know, we have a rule of not wasting time because what time is money. And we like making money here, right? So I have to log off. Thank you so much for all the questions and everything. I have to go now. So our moderator is here. Bye, guys.
Yes. Thank you very, very much. I don't know about you, but if you're on this call and then you stayed from the beginning to the end, and what you got on this call was simply value, can I see you type value in the comment section? Let me understand how you felt during the class. If you enjoyed it, can I see you type value in the comment section? I don't know about you, but I'll tell you, today's class was awesome. It was crazy. It was everything you want to describe it as. Esther was absolutely in the spirit today. Like, I mean, she didn't want to stop at all. She was dishing everything to you 100%. At some point, you couldn't even go on break because she was already in. If you enjoyed it, let me hear you. Let me see value in the comment section. Okay, Genevieve, this is absolutely what it is. Value and nothing else but value. Now, we're going to rate our speaker. Thank you very much. Thank you. I can see that. We're going to rate our speaker because I knew she did very well. But let me hear this from you. In a scale of 1 to 5, the same way we did yesterday, if you're not here yesterday, we're going to do this again. I want everybody to rate our speaker. How did she perform? In a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest and 1 being the least, can you rate our speaker for today? Let me get your feedback. In a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being the least and 5 being the highest, I want you to rate our speaker for today. How well did she do? 100,000 over 5. Precious Annie. 105,000 over 5. 5 over 500 over 5 is too small. Come on. I know 5 over 5. 10,000 over across board. Oh, value. I actually thought I was the only one. 5 over 5 man. Oh, God. Esther, are you here? Can you see this? This is good. This is good. This is good. 5 million over 5. Amara Chuku, 5 is too small. Oh my God. 10 over 10 minus nothing. This is what SM First gives to you. This is a value you gain from SM First. If you're joining for today, this is just the beginning of what you're going to see. We got enough yesterday. We're getting this today. And guess what? We have a class by 8 p.m. today to 10 p.m. today. And definitely you don't want to miss this. If you're here in this class, you're free to join the next class and get extra value for free. SM First is giving you all this value for free. You don't get to pay anything. Now, the bootcamp is just one of the value SM First is giving to you. We already talked about the Founders Mixer coming up on the 4th of July, and then the main SM First event is coming up on the 5th of July. If you've not gotten your ticket, rush now and get your ticket. Run to the SM First social media handle. Our handles will be shared to you on our platform, on the WhatsApp platform and Telegram platform. Follow SM First on all our social media pages: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and TikTok. Buy your tickets. You see the different categories of tickets we have: the access for the Founders Mixer and the access for the main event. Do well to also share this. Share this link to your friends also to join our training. Share the link for the SM First event for them to join our training. And also do not forget your assignment for today. Do well to do those assignments and then submit them on our group also. Your attendance, if you've not filled, attendance have been flying on the comment section. Fill that attendance because that's also going to be have a greater percentage of your what do we call it, your assessment for this program. So do well to always fill your attendance whenever you come on this class. Fill the attendance, do your assignment. Now there's a challenge I want us to do today. You're either going to do it on this class or you do it in the class by 8 p.m. But by tomorrow we're going to get an assessment of that. Now I want you to either take a screenshot of this session or you take a screenshot of the session that will be coming up by 8 p.m. today, and then you go on social media, any social media you wish: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or TikTok. Go on social media and say something about this bootcamp. Now, whatever you're writing, I want you to use the hashtag SMFirstOka. Make sure you use the hashtag SMFirstOka and then use the hashtag bootcamp training. We're going to track that. These instructions will also be placed on the WhatsApp platform also for you to know. So make a post and tell people what you're enjoying so far, the value you're getting so far, and then we'll track that and then give feedback also. So thank you very much for coming on today's session. It's already past 6 and we would have to go. Remember, we're coming back again by 8 p.m. to conclude this session. So thanks, and it was awesome seeing so many wonderful faces, the ones I've been seeing before. Favor Placid, it was good seeing you again. Genevieve KK, yes, it's also good seeing you. Chinaza Chukudifi, yes, you said, Chinaza, you said you were complaining about data. I think I marked you, Chinaza. So I want you to get to SM First Facebook page, Chinaza. For you, this is what I'm going to do for you today, Chinaza. Get to SM First Facebook page, find it, and I need you to drop me your number, and we're going to recharge you name right. So get to our Facebook page, send us a message with your number, and then I will personally subscribe you data for the next class. I hope you see this, Chinaza, and then get to our page. So thank you very much for joining. I'm going to let you go now so you get ready for our next class. Deborah team, keep calling my name with fire. I hope it doesn't burn everybody. Thank you very much. So I don't know if Dikachi is here. Dikachi will be available at the next session to moderate that session, and she had been a wonderful co-host. Thank you, Dikachi, for always stepping in when I'm not available. And I hope you get to thank me too for stepping in when you're not available. Thank you very much. So let's do this again by 8 p.m. and it will be awesome seeing you guys at this session. Have a good day and I'll see you by 8 p.m. Thank you very much.
Oka, we are here again. This time to disrupt and evolve. SMFest Oka 2025 is more than an event. It's the dawn of a new era, a convergence of minds ready to challenge the status quo, to innovate, and to lead change. This year, we are bringing unrivaled arrays of top-notch speakers like Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, CFR, Excel Aja, Okulora, B-Lord, Obina Okachukwu, Kelechi Muzuzu, Engineer Chidumere Ndubisi, Ms. Chinwe Okoli, Daniel Chinagozi, Uche Okoye, and the licensee, Ifani Ochije. You will get expert knowledge, simplified strategies, business insights, and innovative secrets that dominate. Event date, July 5th, 2025. Venue, Hollywood Event Center, Oka, Anambra State. Time, 8 a.m. Get your tickets through the link around this video. For more inquiries, contact